Hey, what up, YouTube and all my fellow Nick Cave dwellers? Welcome back to the Knicks Cave. I'm Jan, the Nick fan, your host, and let's get right into it. But before I get into it, I want y'all to do me one small favor. I want y'all to hit that like button. You know I want y'all to subscribe, leave a comment, and if you want to know when the next video going to drop, hit the notification bell. And if you really want to do me a favor, y'all can share this video. You know what I'm saying? Send it to Facebook, Instagram, whatever. But let's get right into this video. Uh, May 18th. The NBA lottery is right upon us. That's Tuesday. You hear me? May 17th. We sending Worldwide West to be a representative of the New York Knicks. Haven't had a top four pick since 1985, since we drafted Patrick Ewing to be exact. With that being said, we slated to be picked at a number 11, and in my opinion, I think the New York Knicks will stay right there. Well, I'm hoping the Knicks will stay right there because we have a 77% chance of picking 11th or 12th, worst case scenario. We can drop back. I'm hoping we don't. And I know y'all watched many videos before this. I've watched a few myself. What if the Knicks got the number one pick? That's a big what if. Shaden Sharp, whatever, all these people, Jay Ivory, whatever. I'm more realistic, but I got two players in mind that I think will help the Knicks out tremendously. Let me go to one of these players. My first player that is that's Johnny Davis, out of Wisconsin. I think the guy would be fit right in for the New York Knicks. He averaged 19 points, 8 rebounds, 2 assists. He's shooting 42% from the field and 3-point. He got to work on his 3-point shot. We get to that in a minute. But I think this guy will slide right in. We don't know what's going to happen on off season. If the Knicks going to make any type of trade, if we do make a trade, if we're going to have to throw one of our young guys in. Thankfully, the draft is coming right around the corner, and I think this guy will be a perfect replacement, if not a great addition to what we got already. I'm hoping as a ladder, as an addition, because I really like the young guys we got. Deuce McBride, Manu quickly. Don't forget Grimes, Jericho Sims. I really we as fans, we haven't really got too much to see Cam Reddish play that much. When we did, he showed flashes before he got hurt. But I think this kid right here, Johnny Davis, will fit right in. Um, and I'm saying with the 11th pick, 11th or 12th, the Knicks can pick him up. I know right now. First, let me just say, my whole analysis is really based off the Tankathon mock draft. So I just want to get that out there first. So you know what I'm saying. And on that mock draft, they have the New York Knicks picking 11th, and they had, which I have done a video, which I do like this player. They have the Knicks picking Jalen Duren with the 11th pick in this year's draft, which I found to be very interesting because before I even made that video, they had Tata Washington. No matter how many times I did the draft for a couple of weeks before I decided to make that video about Jalen Duren, I kept doing a mock draft simulation, and it kept coming back Tata Washington. So when I did the mock draft again, and I seen that Jalen Duren fell right into where I was hoping he fall, I'm not mad. But right now, I'm talking about Johnny Davis, which I think if the Knicks, especially if Jalen Duren get drafted before the Knicks got the pick. I think this guy right here, Johnny Davis, will fit in real good. So let's get right to his pros, his cons, his weakness, whatever you want to say. First, we're gonna talk about his strengths. He's a solid scorer off. Excuse me, go right here. Let me move this right there. You know what I'm saying? I'm my own producer, so I gotta get used to everything. You know what I'm saying? Well, like I said, he's a solid scorer off the dribble. He's a decent shooter, especially from the mid range, which I feel, in my opinion, if a player can master and hit that mid range shot as a consistent baseman, that'll propel him to a stardom. You know what I'm saying? An NBA stardom, just hitting that mid range, because he'll be able to come up on a nice dribble, 1-2 bow, pull up and hit that mid range jump shot with ease. He excels at scoring off ball motion plays. I mean, like the pick and roll. He can post up smaller players. He's a decent playmaker, and what I mean by that, the man can really pass the ball, as you see right here. Um, he's a very good defender for his side, and he's a solid defender. So Yeah, like I was saying, excuse me for a second. Uh, he's a solid defender and a solid athlete. So I think, like I said, not only will he make a good addition or replacement, no matter, excuse me, whatever happened in this off season, the Knicks decide to do Leon Rose. I think this guy will come in and he, he fit in right alongside RJ Barrett and Julius Randle. If we don't get rid of Julius Randle, I don't know. I don't think the Knicks are going to trade Julius Randle because you think about it, the way the Knicks season went this year, I don't really see too many players wanting to pair them or play beside Julius Randle, knowing he can have some type of mental breakdown. I'm sorry about that. I had to get a little crack in there, whatever. But let's go to my man weaknesses. You know what I'm saying? Uh, he needs to improve on his 3 point shooting, and that's why I was talking about. I just say his 3 point shot percentage is kind of low, 30%, and that's really because he's reluctant to take it. He can shoot the three. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna put up a little video on him, 2 minute video, so y'all can watch that as well. He can shoot the three. He struggles to guard quicker guys, but come on, the way Thibodeau play his defense. And I don't like ice. You know what I'm saying? That's Tibbs' defensive scheme. That's what it's called, ice. Um, it has backup players, you know what I'm saying? The power forward and the center basically backing of the guard up, and the guard and the small forward do a lot of trapping, while the point guard is supposed to force the player or the ball handler to a certain position. I see more Klay Thompson in this guy because, like I said, they say he's not a elite athlete, but he is athletic. And Klay Thompson, he got that sneaky athleticism. If he give you that headsy and you go for that fake and he get past you, Klay Thompson will dunk for you. This kid would do the same thing. Not only he dunk, he have a, a collective moves going to the basket. He can do that finger roll or that hook. Like I said, I'm gonna try to put some video up in there so y'all can see it. And he's relatively late bloomer. You know what I'm saying? Like he didn't really start scoring to this second year in college. So we have to see, but I still think this guy will come out and help the Knicks tremendously. Like I say, he's averaging 19 points, 8 rebounds, 2 assists, and he's shooting 42% from the field. The next player, excuse me, I was gonna go back, piggyback on what I said. Like I said the Knicks do have a chance to get him because, like I said, my analysis is based off the Tankathon mock draft, and they have him going 13th to Charlotte. And as I said, the Knicks is slated, nothing written in stone, to pick 11th from this year's draft. So he would be there if the mock draft, if the draft was to fall out the way the Tankathon predicted. Tankathon predicts. All right, let's move on to the next player, and that is my man Orlando Robinson. And I have a funny feeling that the New York Knicks is going to pick this kid because he played his AAU team. He played for the New York Knicks. Uh, he also averages 19 points, 8 rebounds, 2 assists, and he's shooting 48% from the field. And if you look at Johnny Davis, they stats kind of mirror one another. And I think he could come in right away. And honestly, he can be a quick replacement for Mitchell Robinson. And I know a lot of people saying, "Oh, we should sign Mitchell Robinson," but I don't think we're going to sign Mitchell Robinson. I think Mitchell Robinson is going to be asking for too much money, and I don't think the Knicks is kind of strapped for cash right now. We do have that 10.4 million dollar assumption, and we have I think a $4 million annual. So other than that, our salary cap, if we don't make any moves, is basically predicting to be minus $4 million. We in the whole $4 million with that sign of not RJ Barrett, excuse me, Julius Randle. But we do have a predicted salary cap somewhere around $2.5 million. So we would have to use that exception on him and the biannual on Mitchell Robinson to keep him, and that will come roughly about to $14 million. I think Mitchell Robinson's gonna be asking for at least 17, $18 million per. We could get him down to $15 million, to be honest with you, if he really want to stay in New York. But if not, this kid right here, I think would fit very well in New York, right out of Fresno State. Play for the Bulldogs. I really do like him. And let's just go. I'm gonna put some video for him as well. But let's just jump over to you're probably seeing a little arrows there. Like I said, I'm being my own producer right now, and I'm trying to get used to working this system until I perfect it. I hope y'all hang on with me. I'm just trying to bring y'all the best show I can. Well, like I said, let's get to his strengths and his weaknesses. Orlando Robinson is. He's a solid shooter for a big man, and he has the potential to be a stretch big. So that really will open up the floor for R.J. Barrett, Julius Randle, and if we were to draft Johnny Davis, also with him, being that he's a rookie, he probably coming off the bench, and because he can move outside and hit the jump shot, not only he can hit the mid range, he can hit that 3-pointer. That would leave the, like I said, the paint open. So Jericho Sims will also be able to operate if we were to play him as a power forward. So, like I said, the kid is he's a good for a big man. He's a very interesting piece that I would like to see on the New York Knicks. That's what I want to say. Now he's a decent scorer off the dribble. He excels off scoring off the ball moves. Like I said, that's another like pick and roll and cut into the baskets. He excels in that. Um, he's a decent playmaker. As I was like I said, I'm gonna put some video up. You're gonna see him making his passes. Um, a good rebounder, and he's not a elite defender, but he's an adequate defender. I mean, he's very good on help defense. You know what I'm saying? He's going to get you average athlete, especially for a big man. He can run the floor. He's not super quick, but he's not slow. But he can run the floor. He had problems, guarding smaller guys, and sometimes, that's to be expected. You name me one big in this league that can really guard a guard, a one or two. So you wouldn't be really expecting that from this guy. But this guy can come in, he can replace Mitchell Robinson. Honestly, I think if he was to come in, Jericho Sims would have to take a seat to him because this kid can play. He's slated to get drafted somewhere in the second round, on the late first round. But on a tankathon, he's not even on their mock draft. So that's why I'm saying the Knicks can definitely get this kid. And they have watched the dude, you know what I'm saying? They watched the dude play. So, you know what I'm saying? I think, yo, I'm not trying to toot my own horn or anything, but I predicted the New York Knicks would draft McBride, and they did. And even though came in the second round, I'm not mistaken. And I think the New York Knicks is going to walk away with one, if not both of these players. You know what I'm saying? You can quote me, you can come back and watch this video. Like I said, I think, you know what I'm saying? I really do think the Knicks, if Johnny Davis is there for the Knicks at number 11, I think the New York Knicks will pick him. I know everybody's saying the New York Knicks need a point guard, but I think if Johnny Davis is there at number 11, they're going to pick him. And then basically, if we get to the second round, this dude will be just the same at people said we got Mitchell Robinson was a steal in the draft or whatever case may be. But this guy, if we was to get this guy in the second round, I think this guy would be, to me, he reminds me of Miles Turner, but I think he have more potential than Miles Turner. I'm being honest with you. And I just like the way he played. You know what I'm saying? I know I was hyped on Jalen Duren, and I made that video. I even made a video about Walker Kessler. I actually like Walker Kessler too. You know what I'm saying? A stretch big. I want to stretch big on his team. But I really do like this kid Orlando. You see, I keep pointing up to the screen because I got two screens right there. But I really do like Orlando Robinson. He would come in and we can let Mitchell Robinson walk. I know a lot of people say, "Oh, we'll be starting over," but hey, we get a chance to build our own team. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna have Julius Randle on this team. I know everybody wants Julius Randle to be traded. So do I. But I'm thinking long. I'm being realistic. I'm thinking on a realistic side. Like it's gonna be kind of hard to move Julius Randle, especially with the contract we gave him and the way he performed and the way he behaved this season past. I know a lot of people say he's averaged 20 points, but you have to look at the efficiency on the side of it as well. I said many times he's not a number one. He could be a number two or a number three option on a good team. Maybe he might who knows? You know what I'm saying? He got the money, so who knows what Julius Randle might do. But the thing is what we have to give up because somebody gonna want something back. We're gonna have to give up one of our little younger people. We don't really have to. You know what I'm saying? Depending on who we trade for. But anyway, like I said, I like these two young kids. I think they'll come in, they'll give the Knicks the spark that we need, and we'll be building something for the future. And that's what it's all about. Build for the future. We'll have these young guys on a rookie contract for 4 to 5 years to pair with R.J. Barrett, Emmanuel Quickly, and Quentin Grimes, Cam Reddish, Jericho Sims, and we'll be replacing one Robinson for another Robinson. Which, when I show you the video, that y'all seen the video, that he's actually, he have more moves than Mitchell Robinson. I think he'd be a better offensive player. His defense is, it would grow, in my opinion. But with that being said, I want everybody to stay safe. God bless you and peace. And it's been a little while, a couple of days, so my sayings off. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed the show. Please don't forget to hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe. If you want to know when the next video is going to drop, hit the notification bell, and peace.